Hi Barbara, this is Angela Nazat, and I wanted to go through my Blackboard shell that I created during this summer's professional development class on using Blackboard for online teaching. So for week one, I had the list that we were to create our banner in PowerPoint, which I did, as you can see. I have it up here, and I often teach English 112, so I am creating a shell for English 112 so that I'm actually using this, just so you know, is sort of I don't know if you like a dummy shell, because right now I'm not sure which sections I'm going to be teaching and what my time frame, whether I'm teaching a 16-week or a 12-week or an 8-week, or really I think I'm going to be doing a combination. So I'm using this as sort of a springboard for the actual classes I'm teaching this fall. So I actually have quite a lot in this shell. So there's my banner, as you can see, and then we were to create, I have my list right here if you see what I'm looking at. We were to have a getting started week, which I have right here on the side. So when I click on that, my getting started week, week one, has under that folder, under that tab, the introduction to the course, and I list out all of the things, the documents and the videos and the assignments they're going to find in this folder, in the order in which they are listed. So the one thing I don't have is a course syllabus video. I'm going to create that. I have some other videos in here, so that's to be created later. But I did create a video for this class, and I'll show you that. So then I have my document of my syllabus, and then next I have I'm going to create an introduction to English 112. Well, I have one I did here for the class, a 7-minute video, but I don't really like it, so I'm going to redo that one, and it's fine. It's just not, it's using Collaborate, and I tend to prefer using Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm using right now, so I'm going to redo that when I actually get my shell ready for my class, my Blackboard shell. I have the link to the textbook. I have the PowerPoint that I use in the video, and then I have all the different course documents which you required us to have. So when I clicked on that folder, the students have the How to Succeed in This Course document, the Navigating Blackboard, the Netiquette Guide, and then the video on how to set your avatar and photo in Blackboard, as well as how to use discussion board. So all of that is included under these course documents and videos, and I have them listed here as well. So then I have 3 assignments created. I have my icebreaker, which I think was for a different week. You had us do that for week, let's see, I want to say it was for week 3. So there's my discussion board icebreaker. And then I have an assignment that they need to email the instructor, me, and then there is the syllabus quiz, which was one of the assignments that you had us do for, I think it was for last week, for week 4. So there's all of week 1 getting started. So I also have the course information filled in. I have the syllabus here, as well as having it under this week 1. The attendance policy. So I have 2 attendance policies, you know, because I think I'm teaching a 12-week class as well. So I'll have the appropriate one for whatever class, whatever length of class I'm teaching. Then I have contact information for me and for our department chair, which is changing, but for now I'm keeping that till we have new information. Then I also have this tab, which I like to have for my students, which are the important course dates and major assignments. So they have that kind of at their fingertip, and so there's no confusion for the students. And I do this for my seated as well as my online classes. So I have that as well. And then, of course, the calendar, which we all have. So then we went through week 1, and then we were to create at least 1 week of an assignment. So I actually, for English writing class, I think it works better to go by module rather than by week, just because it sort of makes sense unit-wise. But what I did was I broke down each of my modules. So I have module 1 all completed, and I have it broken down by weeks, as you suggested. So I have the weeks under the module, and when we get to module 2, it'll be the same thing. And I'm in the process of filling module 2 out. So for module 1, the proposal memo, again, I have the description up front with, just like the week 1, I'm trying to keep my modules identical, uniform, so that the students get used to looking for the information. And I have the assignment sheet with a sample with due dates. I try to put my due dates kind of all over, and I usually try to put them in bolded red or burgundy. I included a folder with research guide help for the assignment, so links for them. Then I have a discussion forum that I created for them to just, it's sort of an open forum discussion, since it's an online class rather than a seated class. If anybody has questions, I found that often the students would answer each other's questions, and so I thought, well, hopefully this will take the place of that, so they can go on and I'll monitor it. And then again, my weekly assignments. So what we also were supposed to do in this class, I have a lecture, an introduction to the assignment here, a video with the PowerPoint, and also I've turned it into a YouTube video. I have a YouTube channel that I created last fall, so it's loaded up there as well. Then there's the PowerPoint that I have used in this video, so they have access to not just the video but the PowerPoint. And then I have several assignments. We were supposed to have created some assessments, and one of them was the quiz, which I showed you the syllabus quiz in week 1. And also I've got several assignments here. So they've got to do a journal, which will be graded, a graded topic and issue discussion board. Then they have several small, all of these are low stakes assignments. Due this second week of class. And again, all of that information is available. You can see I put on the first page, before they click on that folder, all the important due dates for each week. And I do that for week 2, week 3, week 4, wherein, and I point out that Monday is a holiday, and when the final proposal memo is due, and so their big assessment is due here. And so that's how I have organized my Blackboard. And I believe I have every thing we were required. I did a badge. So my badge is going to be connected to completing week 1. The badge is going to require the students to open the syllabus, then to complete the icebreaker, the email, the instructor assignment, and the syllabus quiz. And once they've done those things, they'll earn a badge. So I have the badge as well. Congratulations on completing week 1. So I think I have all of the requirements in my Blackboard course. Again, a lot of it is within this week 1 getting started. And again, I have all of the documents included that you wanted us to include, and I like a lot of these documents, and I'm going to use them in my my online classes. So, you know, again, I have the How to Succeed in the course, the Navigating Blackboard, the Netiquette Guide, how they can set their avatar and photo, and how to use discussion boards. So all of that is in week 1. I have a quiz in week 1. I actually have an assignment in week 1, but I also have all of that in week 2 when we get to our first real assignment. And my first module is basically all completed. I have a couple of videos that I want to make and remake just for my purposes, but for the purpose of the class, I do have these videos in here. If we click on this week 2, I have, you know, a video lecture on the proposal memo, first assignment. So I think I've done everything, and thank you so much for this class. I really enjoyed doing it, and it kind of, you know, gave me a structure to start working on my own classes, so I'm not procrastinating like I typically do. And I did learn quite a lot about, I've used Blackboard both as a student and as an instructor. But I learned, you know, I didn't know anything about the badges. I knew very little about Collaborate and some of these other features. And so I really appreciate having this structure and opportunity to finish, to work on this in the summer. So thank you.